Uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom!
G'day humans, Bushka here, and today we're going to be talking about the worst AR in PUBG Mobile. Now let's not confuse worst with the gun that I don't like to run. It is a gun, in fact, I do enjoy running, and it's a bit of a meme in our squads. When I start running the Mk47 Mutant, I'll just tap off a couple, and McDingaling or someone will say, oh, we're not trying to win today then. Because the gun is, quite frankly, terrible, but it is a lot of fun. Now, if you enjoy videos about these guns, if you enjoy finding out a little bit about the inside balance and mechanics of the weapons, then why not leave a comment about what you'd like to see? I've got so many projects on the timeline to do with the weapons and the balance of the game. So if you have a particular reason that you want to see a gun, leave a comment about it below. If you want to know why the AUG is better than the M4, or if it is better than the M4, or why the SCAR-L isn't even in the game, or does a QBZ and the SCAR-L share damage or bullet speed or recoil? We can go through all of that. Let us know. And subscribe while you're at it. The Mutant is kind of PUBG Mobile's attempt to bring balance to the force. We have always had the M16A4 as a burst mode 5.56 AR with no auto mod, but we did not have the corresponding 7.62 weapon until PUBG Mobile introduced this gun. On paper, it is actually quite strong. It's one of those guns that theory crafting loves because it fires two 47.9 base damage rounds instantly. To give you some kind of idea why theory crafting loves that, when you start firing an AKM, you fire a 47.9 base damage round. Well, you start firing this gun, and the first thing you do is fire two AKM rounds at 0 the moment you press the button. So theoretically, it can output tremendously large amounts of damage, but theory is one thing, practical use is another. You see, we're a mobile game, so just holding down the button isn't going to get it done. You've got to tap that screen. And if you're playing with a bunch of fingers, you've got to tap the screen, and you've got to move your thumb to make the character move, and then you've got to hold down another button to lean out, and one more button to zoom in. And the next thing you know, you've got 3 or 4 fingers on the screen, and you're trying to tap at the same time as moving all those fingers. And it is far more difficult. So PUBG Mobile then went a step further, and they put full auto mod in the game. Now, originally it was placed in the game just for the Mk47 and the M16, but they extended it to DMRs. Now, the problem with the full auto mod is that it only really works for one gun in the whole of PUBG Mobile. That is the M16. The reason is that you can tap fire far quicker than the full auto mod can auto fire your weapon. And what this does is it changes a gun like, say, the Mini 14 into a gun that it full auto is doing far less damage than it does when you just tap firing. And it also does the same for a gun like the Mk47 Mutant. Now, it's okay with the M16 because the M16 is the ranged auto burst fire weapon. The Mk47 Mutant is really the CQC burst fire weapon. The gun, when it hits like that, is a truck. It's an absolute train wreck. But one, you've got to ADS to do it. You've got to ADS. The hip fire on this gun. Watch this. This is me trying to fight a guy in full level 3 gear with a P90. And I am trying, that's not him. Obviously, that's a bot. And I am trying my darndest to be successful. And people keep turning up. You can see how fast I'm firing that. That's without the full auto mod that you can actually put it on. There's our P90 guy. It's all fun and games. The issue you have when you're trying to use a full auto mod like the 5 coin purchase mod that you buy in the shop is that it only really works for long range spray. Look at the hip fire. Look at where it's going. It's going all over the doors. All over. You've got to really look at it. It's a train wreck. It's a guaranteed train wreck. And it's not so you get like that double tap into the head, which is broken when it hits, that you actually enjoy a victory. So, you've got to use it in tap fire mode. You cannot use it in burst fire mode, in full auto mod and have any success with it. The other thing is if you're using it in full auto mod, it removes the double tap. Okay? So it's like tap, 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 tap. Why would you use it? You can do that with anything. You can tap fire an SKS. It's better than that. In terms of bullet speed, I tested the bullet speed. You can see there, 666 meters a second. So it really is not predisposed to long range work. What does it do well? Unfortunately, it doesn't do much well. I can't really think of anything it does well. I mean, there's this where your double tap hits and you've got massive alpha damage gunshots. Like the biggest alpha damage, and by alpha I mean the initial strike, the alpha strike that you can do with an AR is 47.9. It's the same damage for the Graza. It's the same damage for the AKM, and it's the same damage for the Mk47 Mutant. So it's got that going for it. Did you see that? I hit that guy. He never appeared on my screen. He never appeared on my screen. I don't know either. You tell me. The Mutant. Maybe it's magic after all. Its problem is that just never happens. It's so rare. All these clips you're seeing here where these people are falling over with the Mutant, it looks amazing. But I promise you, there are games where I have to CQC versus a UMP, and I may as well be trying to wee into the wind. It's just not a good fight. I mean, it's hard enough with the AKM to actually do this. This is self-harming. I am running Mutant and Car9. We actually won this game. God, it was a surprise, but I'm running Mutant and Car9, and that's a whole lot of effort. I mean, that's a lot of damage, isn't it? It doesn't have the AKM's amazing 32.4 base damage rounds that hit. They stay hit to limb damage. So it does have strong limb damage, but it is not as bad as the AK. Oh, hello. There's the win. But it is fun to do sometimes because I want you to picture this. You watch PMGC or you watch Conqueror Squadsnet and they run DBS M416 or DBS and MG3 or M416 and UMP. And we all do it. We do it because it's a loadout that covers the most ridiculously wide range of possibilities without actually sacrificing anything. The Mutant covers the narrowest range of possibilities. You basically want gunfights where people are about 25 meters away and not doing a whole lot other than running in straight lines so that you can ADS, or you want something where they are in corridors and you're using the Mutant like a shotgun and the rounds can't help but hit. This is why it is the worst they are in the game. And people say, well, the M16 has these problems, but what the M16 has is incredibly light recoil. The recoil on the M16 is such a gentle push, and it has that amazing 5.56 bullet speed. So you have low recoil, high bullet speed. It means you can tap fire or use the auto mod, and you can spray. Now, let's be honest, you'd probably just use the M416 anyway, but the M16 is viable. It has a place in the meta if you want to run it. The Mk47 Mutant is not what I would call viable. It does not have a place in the meta, but you can still run it. And run it I do, because I feel that when I'm running the Mutant, it's a different game. It's a much, much harder game. Now, that's not like me telling you that I need to do better because I'm so good. In fact, I think I'm running unranked here, and I'll quite often run FPP unranked classics, non-event mode with a Mk47 Mutant because it's just beast mode difficult to clear squads in FPP while they are TPP and you're running a Mutant. So like this guy, look at him. He doesn't even look at me. I've just pulled up next to him in a car and he doesn't even look left or right as the case. He's still at the tree looking at someone else. And I mean, the last guy gets me, I believe. I don't think I win this. I think I'm just going to get touched up. Anyway, that's the Mark 47 Mutant. That's as deep a dive on the Mark 47 Mutant as you're going to find anywhere on the interwebs. And it really does let you know. Recoil, bad. Bullet speed, bad. Full auto mod, bad. Hip fire, wow. Worse than everything else. Do your best. Don't act like you haven't been warned. Until next time, I'm Bushka. Please subscribe. Please like the videos. And please stick around. We stream every Sunday evening and Thursday evening, North American time. We've got the Patron Cup coming up, which only patrons can take part in. And the winner gets a special Discord title. So when we're playing and we're using Discord for our comms, I think you get the title of something like Muppet King #1 or something weird. Put the title you'd want to see on Discord in the comments below, and I'll take them into consideration. Look after yourselves, stay safe on the battlefield, and as always, bye for now.